St. James R1 Athletics, Sportsmanship, by Zangar, EDU 526. My contact information. At the St. James R1 School District, I am the athletic director. My name is Zangar. My contact information is zgar@stjschools.org, and my office number is 573-265-2033. If you need to get a hold of me with any issues or concerns over this sportsmanship presentation. What is sportsmanship? Sportsmanship has been defined as an individual who can take loss or defeat without objection, take victory without gloating, and handles their opponents with fairness, generosity, and courtesy. Who does it concern? Sportsmanship is something that concerns everyone involved in the sport. So this would be coaches, athletes, and parents. Coaches' expectations. Coaches are viewed as leaders on and off the court. Coaches are one of the few people in athletes' lives that can teach them lessons and help them build their character. Coaches should be aware of this and use this knowledge to build the athletes up and promote good sportsmanship on and off the court or field. Coaches should act in a responsible and professional manner at all times because they represent the school district and their players. Coaches should treat opposing players, coaches, and administration with the highest respect. Ensure that sportsmanship is the number one priority. Respect the game officials and remember that they are trying their best even if you disagree with a call. Respect each athlete as an individual and understand that some students only play to have fun. Show high morale with character, behavior, and leadership. Refrain from arguments in front of other players and fans. Shake hands with opposing coaches and officials before and after the game. Display humbleness in victory and graciousness in defeat. Reward players who are good sports. Teach and define what respectful and disrespectful behavior is and what it looks like. Discipline athletes when they act in an unsportsmanlike manner. Athletes' expectations. All students have the privilege to participate in athletics and activities. It is also important to know that at any moment that privilege can be taken away from you. Having bad sportsmanship is one of those ways to get this privilege taken away from you. As an athlete, it is your responsibility to show good sportsmanship in all capacities of the sport, on and off the court. Other students view you as a role model, so you should act as such. Athletes should treat opposing players, coaches, and administration with the highest respect. Ensure that sportsmanship is the number one priority. Respect the game officials and remember they are trying their best, even if it's a call you disagree with. Listen and look at your coach when they are talking to you. Remember, the opposing team is not your enemy, but kids who love playing the game also. Refrain from arguments with your own teammates and opposing teammates. Shake hands with opposing players and coaches after the game, even after defeat. Display humbleness in victory and graciousness in defeat. Compliment other players when they make good plays. Display what your coach has defined as a respectful behavior. And minimize selfish actions. Parent expectations. Parents have the privilege to watch athletic events in our own district as much as they want. Parents should realize the privilege of doing so can be taken away at any moment. It can be taken away if you show poor sportsmanship at a contest. The school district reserves the right to restrict you from the playing fields. Parents have an important role which they can help their child act with good sportsmanship and help them become leaders. Parents should treat opposing players, coaches, and administration with the highest respect. Ensure that sportsmanship is the number one priority. Respect the game officials and remember that they are trying their best, even if you disagree with the call. Remember, you are watching to support the teams participating and not to ridicule the other team and their fans. Recognize and show appreciation for good plays by either team. Promote cheers that uplift and support the team. Display humbleness in victory and graciousness in defeat. Learn the rules of the game so you can understand certain situations. Refrain from all controlled substances before, during, and after the games while on school grounds. Game time etiquettes, do's and don'ts. You should greet the opposing coaches before and after the contest. Greet the officials before and after the contest. Congratulate athletes when they make a good play. Help other athletes out when needed. And speak in a positive manner. Don'ts. Ignore the opposing team. Heckle and yell at the officials. Be verbally offensive to the other team and their athletes, or speak in a derogatory or sarcastic tone with your athletes. Ways to improve your child's athletic experiences. 1. Promote integrity. 2. Talk about selflessness. 3. Learn and understand the game. 4. Stay positive and listen to your athletes. 5. Keep everything in perspective. 6. Criticize constructively and privately. Important takeaways. Watching and participating in sports is a privilege. Athletic events are learning experiences and a good extension of the classroom. Good sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. And lastly, learn the rules and regulations of the game. You'll be less likely to criticize or become upset regarding outcomes. At this time, I'm going to hand out the sportsmanship pledge for the parents and student athletes to sign.